Now the next topic is the experimental verification of Ohm's law. First of all, see this circuit diagram which is used for the experimental verification. Here we have connected some of the electrical components, and make sure that you must know how to connect these electrical appliances. First of all, here is a resistance wire. This resistance wire, this is a voltmeter, this is ammeter, this is variable resistance or called as rheostat, this is key, and this is a battery. Now how to connect? Resistance is always connected in parallel with voltmeter. Always remember this, and resistor wire, it is always in parallel. Resistance, it is always in series. Series का मतलब क्या होता है? उसी लाइन में होगा, ठीक है. So resistor wire is connected in series with ammeter, and all the other appliances are connected in series. See, all are in one line, so all are in series. Only voltmeter is connected in parallel. So you must learn, you must do the practice of this circuit diagram. And secondly, what you have to remember, the terminals. In a battery there is a positive terminal and there is a negative terminal. Similarly in a voltmeter also and in ammeter also. So the positive of voltmeter is always connected with the positive of battery, and ammeter is also connected with positive, and the vice versa. The negative is connected with negative, and the negative of voltmeter is also connected with negative. So this circuit diagram you will do the practice. And then how to verify. Now children, what we used to do in this circuit diagram, we used to change current. How? With the help of this rheostat. This is a device you all have seen in a video. From this we can change the resistance of the circuit, and the readings in ammeter and voltmeter, they also changes when we change the value. Like for example, first of all we have got the value in ammeter as 10 and in voltmeter as 20. Again I have changed the resistance through rheostat, then I got the value as 20 and V as 40. Similarly, when we set the value of current as 30, we have got the potential difference as 60. Similarly, at 40 we got 80 and at 50 we got 100. So these values, when you will plot the VI graph, what you will get? You will get a straight line. When you will plot the graph, these points, when you will join these points, you will get a straight line. So VI graph for Ohm's law, it is a straight line. This is also a very important question. So when you will plot the graph, after getting the values, we will always get a straight line. And when you find the slope of this graph, how to find the slope? In class 9th you all have studied change in y-axis upon change in x-axis. The change in y-axis, what is in y-axis? It is V, and in x-axis it is I. So change in y-axis upon change in x-axis, delta V upon delta I. V upon I क्या होगा? Resistance. From here V upon I is equal to R. So the slope of VI graph gives you resistance. Always remember, slope of VI graph gives you resistance. So what will be the resistance? You can calculate V upon I, 2, 40 by 20, 2, 60 by 30, 2, 80 by 40, 2, 100 by 50, 2 ohm. So this is verified that if you will change the amount of current, the value of potential difference will change, but the resistance of the wire will always remain constant. That we have already stated in Ohm's law, that the constant is called as resistance. So what you have understood? In one line, if I want to explain you, I will say that if the current of the circuit is changed, then the potential difference will change side by side. If you will change the amount of current, V will change. If you will change V, I will change. But what quantity will remain constant? R. That is this. The resistance of this wire will never ever change. कब तक? When all the physical conditions are constant. जब तक आप इसकी लेंथ नहीं चेंज कर रहे, आप इसका एरिया नहीं चेंज कर रहे, आप टेम्परेचर नहीं चेंज कर रहे, आप मटेरियल नहीं चेंज कर रहे तब तक आपको आर की एक कांस्टेंट वैल्यू मिलेगी, इधरवाइज ओम्स लॉ आपका वेरीफाइड नहीं होगा. सो आई होप यू ऑल हैव अंडरस्टूड and do the practice of this circuit diagram.